Hello, good morning. Hi, Marina. How are you doing? I think there's still an ad going, but I think you don't see the ad because you are subscribed. But I'm also going to be reading this morning. So, I'm not going to be chatting a lot, I think. Depends on how many people come into the chat. But I just thought, since it's a Sunday, why not just keep it a little bit less strict than what we usually do during the week. I've actually heard about it, if I'm not mistaken, people talking about the book and then figuring out later that they have different endings by talking about it. Did you read any of it? Did you read the US or the UK version? Because I haven't read it. Good question as well. I guess it must depend also a lot on if a country usually gets the books to translate from UK publisher or the US publisher. No, I haven't read any Emily Henry either. No, I thought maybe you had read it. I think let me just lower here my music a little bit. I hope for you the sound of the music and the sound of my voice is okay. If not, let me know. Also, I activated something in the chat here. Oh, thank you. Then it's good to know. It's always good to know that. Because I have the headphones, so I also listen. I can change the sound, how loud it is on my headphones. Tell me something. Do you see in the chat? Sorry to ask you, I'm asking you to test everything. Do you see in the chat, for example, when you send a message on top, subscriber? Because I was changing a few settings on Twitch the other day. And I put that up. Do you not see that? Because I thought, in the chat box, do you see your name and then on top a little star, your chat is in a box and then it says subscriber. For you to say that, probably you don't. But and I think I'm in mod. Okay, great. It's good to know. Because I see it and for me it's fine, but I think if someone is in the chat and this keeps happening, it can be annoying, can be a bit too much information, let's say. But I think this is because I turned on a mods view. Let me just see here the highlights. Yeah, I turned on that. I'm gonna change it because it can be a bit confused. Great, because I didn't want oh, it's okay because I'm seeing it now. I know what happened. It's for me. For mods, you can put a few options so that the mods know who is a subscriber, who is VIP, etc. But now I already removed it because it becomes a bit confusing, because then every time your message or someone's messages shows up, it shows up as subscriber with a star in a box, and that's a lot of information. So it's just too much information. Also, today I have, and I hope I don't get flagged for this, but I am playing, instead of the usual session music from the app, the Soft City Lofi app from Steam, I am playing a Spotify list of songs that are supposedly copyright free, so that I will not get copyrighted, that I won't get a ban, let's say. Marina, if you know more copyright free Lofi sessions or chill music like that, just send them my way, please. Send me all the links, because I think it's getting a bit tiring to always play the same songs from the Lofi spirit. I mean, it's really good that the app exists because it's a lovely app, I love it. But because it's not yet out, it's only a demo, you can only have so many songs. So I thought, well, I wanted to use Spotify non-copyright music for these, because then we don't always have to listen to the same songs. I can put they're very similar in a lot of ways, but there is a difference if you always listen to the same songs, or if you're, they're being kind of switched around, or even playing in like a random order. So I want to see if I don't get flagged today, if what do you call it, if the playlists that say no copyright are actually not copyright, because I took the songs that I'm playing today from different lists, because I wanted to test them if they are nice, cozy, quiet enough for these kinds of sessions. So yeah, also I see here Lofi is it's balls, great. Yes, please do. If you have like a nice, you think, oh, this is a nice playlist for a cozy stream, just send the link my way. I appreciate it. I'm curating it myself. Like, I've been listening to different lists that say no copyright and then making a list myself, but just in case. My weekend has been great. I mean, yes, well, I must, how can I say this? I don't want to get in trouble, but I was working yesterday at a new location because like my bosses took over another bookstore. And like I have two jobs. I work as a receptionist and I work as a bookseller. Once a week I work as a bookseller. But they took over another location, and then I've never been to that location before as a worker. So I know the place because it's in town, but I've never been there as a worker. And they asked me this week if I could, on Saturday, if I would be available to work a few hours, and I did. But then it turned out like I thought I was gonna leave at like 5:15 yesterday. Because that was my schedule, but basically we couldn't close the door until like while there were clients, and the shops around it are open until 6. So people kept coming in and others coming out and others coming in and others coming out, and at the end, like, my boyfriend was supposed to, like, he came to meet me at 5:15 because that's the time I was going to go out, but then I actually only left the shop at 6:30, which would be okay if I had known in advance that there was an option. I thought that, since it's an actual shop that is kind of closed off, I figured that we would just close the door around 5 or 5:15, and then whoever is in can stay in, can still shop, but people can't come in. But no, it was basically just open door, and nobody told me, like, nobody warned me about it. So because I used to, like, my first job was quite complicated. I was working a lot of hours and not being paid for it. Here I am, so I can't complain. I have kind of like, sometimes I have trouble having to not leave work on time when I am not warned about it beforehand. So I was a bit frustrated at the end of the day. I even got like a headache. Everything went okay. I helped people, of course, I needed help, etc. And then at 6, the last person left. But I became like increasingly frustrated, especially like you can't show it obviously to the clients, so you gotta keep the appearances. But I started getting kind of frustrated and I got a headache. So that was my Saturday. Yeah, just so I don't like when I'm not prepared for things, especially when it comes to work. So I would have loved the heads up, as basically like, hey, you're working until 5, like, get ready because you might be working until like 6:37, and then okay, I know, that's fine. I know beforehand. I know what to count on. I don't have anyone waiting for me. So, but today I started well. So, and in the evening, I was watching a stream last night from Samilu, and that was really cool because they were playing Lil Guardsman. So I was kind of helping out in the chat, and and the Sunday started great. So, how about you? What are your plans for the Sunday? Sorry for the trauma dump. What are you reading at the moment, actually? Because you read quite fast. Last thing I saw on Instagram, I think you were reading like Richard Osman's thrillers, but I haven't been reading anything lately. But I have a book club at the end of the month, like on the 25th, and it's a chunky book club, so we only read big books. And I have Ducks, which is a graphic novel by Kate Beaton, but it's a really thick one. And I thought I have to start, because otherwise I'm not gonna make it on time at all. But like reading and eating is like the best Sunday ever. So that is what you're doing. I thought I had seen it. I had seen you like reading that book, but I wasn't sure anymore if you had finished it. Are you in? So you like the first one, I'm assuming, if you're, reading the second one. But at least you have like the first one, which I mean, I'm saying this, but if the first one is better than the second one, maybe there's a chance you're gonna be like disappointed. But if you're liking it so far, yeah. I mean, I think sometimes the writing is like 60% of enjoying a book. Sorry, that's cool. That like it's just, if it's get better, it's even nicer. Oh, I'm being raided. Hi, Sarobi. Hello. Thank you for the raid. In the meantime, I started the day watching Sarobi, actually, with my boyfriend. We were both watching, then I was lurking as well. And now I'm here with my own stream. I hope I don't miss anything, because I have my chat open on the same, on my live page, because of the ads. And I hope, because of that I'm not missing any kind of notifications. This is still something that I have to figure out about Twitch, because I don't think it works properly. But hi Sarobi, welcome, and welcome everybody. Thank you so much for the raid. Today, right now we are doing it's not a co-working stream like it says on the screen, but it's more like a chill vibe chat kind of thing. Oh, wait, there's already 4 books in that series? I did not know there was already 4 books in that series. I thought there were only 2 at the moment. Wow, we can write fast. I love that emoji. The one with the monster with little hearts. I actually changed all of my emotes at some point to little monsters, because I found some very cute ones on Canva. But it turns out, in order to like express an emotion, which is what I wanted, those are very small. So they're not really visible, the letters. Oh wow, that's amazing. Like the fact that he's now your favorite author. I like that one the best, the emote. Sorry, to go back to the emote. The fact that it kind of looks like it's moving from one panel to the other. So wow, the fact that he is now one of your favorite authors. Wow, that's really nice. I haven't read any of them. Like, it seems interesting, the Thursday Murder Club, but I don't know, there's so much to read. I'm starting to update my journal because I did do some tasks since I'm here, even though my main task is, and I forgot to actually add it. I'm gonna add my main task. So my main task is start reading ducks. Ooh, something happened here. Wait a minute. Yeah, no. Start reading ducks. I clicked something I shouldn't have. Yes. It's just a 1 line a day journal. I don't know if you've ever seen it around, but it's basically a journal where it lasts you for 5 years. And so you basically have the pages, 1 page with each day of the year, but then it has like 5 lines. In 5 lines as in like a paragraph, so not a line. Actually, how many lines are these? So it's 5 lines, 5 times 5 lines, and each of those 5 lines means 1 line, 1 paragraph. And every day, the way to like continue with the journal is that you write like that paragraph with what happened to you in the day. And I know some people ask me, wouldn't you get overwhelmed knowing what to choose? But for me, it really helps because there's so much I want to tell when I write a diary, like about what happened during the day. You know, there's so much I want to put in there that I get overwhelmed and then I don't do it. It's just too much, so I don't do anything. This one helps you to keep it short. So it's basically, you have to consider what was the most important thing that happened to me today. And you can even put like kind of like short notes, so like today I went to work, then I went here, and then we went to see this, and then we went to eat, stuff like that. But you have to keep it short. So it's not overwhelming, and that means that I can keep up with. And it's my 2nd year. So last year I did every day except I think 1 that I forgot, and that's why I'm trying to keep up today. Oh, hello, Yuri. How you doing? Good morning. So I'm trying to keep up with it. And the funniest thing is that you can see what you did the year before on the same day. And I think it must be so funny to kind of check like the 5-year progress of your life on that day, even if you only take notes of small things. So yeah. And I'm kind of bad at keeping a diary, and this one really helps, even if sometimes, like for example today, I have to, keep note of most of the week. But it's not most of the week, like 3 days or 4. But it's okay, because I can remember what I did since, the middle of the week, or what happened of most important on my week. So that's what I'm usually keeping. Yeah, I was just talking about that. It's really nice that I can kind of compare it to the day before, and especially funny because obviously the day before was a different day of the week. So, when I'm like, sometimes I'm reading, I work 2 days a week, right? 3 days a week, I mean. And sometimes it's a day now that I'm working at the office, but then last year I was working at the bookstore. So even the weekends, etc., are in different days. And it's really nice to compare. It's really cool to kind of like, oh, what happened? And then sometimes it happens, oh yeah, that happened that day. It's really cool. Oh my god, good question. We do have a leap year. Does this have 29? Let me see what happened last year. Oh yeah, February 29. It does exist. Last year I didn't write anything because it didn't exist. I just put like a slash, let's say, through that line. That's cool. But they take that into consideration. So I'm supposing like the 29 in the 5 years. I guess I'm only gonna write 1 year on the 29th, which is always like that, obviously, because it's every 4 years, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 1, Yeah, right? A leap year is every 4 years, right? Or every 2 years? I think I'm confusing now with Euro Cup. I think it's every 4 years, right? Damn, I'm getting old. I never thought I would ever doubt this, ever like have a doubt about when is leap year. It's never every now and then. It is every now and then for sure, but I do think it's also every 4 years. I'm just confused because it's like now it's okay. When is the next leap year then? It's gonna be. Let me think. It's early and it's not so early in the morning, so I can't use that as an excuse anymore. Let me think. Now it's 24. Is the next one in 27 or is it in 28? Because I know it's 4 years, but now I'm thinking 4 years, how? Exactly. Like 4 years in between? No, it's every 4 years. So it's 24 and now it's 27, right? That's 3 years. 28? Oh my god, I don't know. I'm so confused. I'm so sorry. 20, yeah, okay, 28. Because okay, of course, 4 years, 4 plus 4. Oh my god, my math is not mathing. Girl math. No, I'm joking, but 2028. I was basically doing, instead of like 4 years in between, on the 4th year after 2024. Does that make sense? So I don't count this year, but then I counted 25, 6, and then on the 7th. So, no, that's true. Thank you, Marina. No one likes, I don't like to do maths any day of the week, but Sunday, extremely non-mathy day. What about you, Yuri? What are you going to be doing today? What are your plans for the Sunday? Yeah, the only math I like to do is actually girl math. It's like, okay, so, you know, if I return this now, basically made money, so I can buy like twice as much now. That's the only math I like. Like the girl math is like my math. I just love it. Because even at making discounts, I'm even worse, because like doing 20%, I'm like, oh my god, I don't know what to do this. But that does make sense. Stream and scream in VR. What are you gonna be streaming? That's gonna be fun to watch. Yeah, Yoris has been streaming lately Sea of Thieves sometimes, and then he's been also like twitching. Is it Twitch getting to me? Tweaking his VR skills for streaming because he plays VR, but now he actually managed to stream VR, which is really cool. And he was streaming Compound, I think, the other day. And also like Flight Simulator was really cool. Is Darkness? Oh my god. And what time are you streaming? Let us know so we can watch. Yeah, because like, are you gaming with a Meta, right? Like, because you have Microsoft, so you can play with on Steam, I think, and then you have the Meta. But now you're playing with the Meta app, let's say, right? Oh, 4 hours go so fast. I have tried VR games, Marina, and they are amazing. And I asked Yuri the other day if he wanted to stream a VR game with me, that it was one of my favorite games like ever. And it's basically called Carnage Chronicles. And what you're doing is you're killing skeletons. We're actually playing now another one that is kind of similar. And basically you're just like trying to, collect stuff and go in the levels, but there are so many skeletons and death people and stuff to kill, and it's amazing because I panic every time, of course, but it's still amazing. And I really wanted to stream that one because I wanted to play that one again. And I actually, well, to be honest, like Yuri's got a few things to make his VR headsets because he's got two a lot more comfortable, so we can also play together a lot. I do not use my glasses to stream, because I don't really need my glasses to see at least things that are close. Like I started using glasses as a child because I had crossed-eyed, but I wouldn't let anyone, actually a doctor, see my eyes. And it came to a point in which also my vision started degrading, let's say, because of that. And at this point, there's one eye that doesn't even have like any type of, like, it has a lens, my glasses, but I don't have, it's not, what do you say, graduated? I don't know how to say that in English. Has no grading, let's say. There's an ad starting, actually. Let me put the ad break warning, sorry. You're not gonna get it because you're subscribed. But basically, like, so I don't need my glasses to see. But Yuri has actually bought some lenses to apply to his headset, that he gets applied with some, I think it's magnet, so you don't have to wear glasses. You can just put the lenses on the headset and it stays. Yeah, he got some prescription lenses, see? So that's it. My glass doesn't have a prescription in one of the side and the other is like plus 150, so it's not very bad. So I can see, it's fine. But Yuri's did, because if you tried it on MediaMarkt, I don't know how you felt with it on your head, but the headset, especially the Meta one, can be quite heavy on your nose and at the front of your head. But he added something that kind of like makes a better balance with the glasses, and that means that it sits on top of your head, and also the battery lasts long because there's a battery at the back. And it's really cool. I don't know how much it costs because it's the one who bought it, so I don't know. But it's really, really cool. But when I was playing with Meta, sometimes I would play for like an hour. I'd be like, I can't play anymore, I'm done, because it's weighing on my forehead. And it's hurting me now, even if it was really cool. But I remember the first times that I played VR, there is a climbing game that is amazing. And we were playing that a lot, and you get quite tired, but I always thought, before I tried VR, I thought, why are people afraid? Like, why are people screaming when they are using the VR? They know it's not real. But then I actually started playing that climbing game, and I was like, damn, this is freaking scary. Now I know why. So yeah, it can be a bit intense sometimes, but I really, really like playing VR. And I also I played Compound that Yoris was streaming the other day, and there's like a very cool shooting game with music that you have to shoot at the sound of music, or at the beat, actually, at the beat of the music. There's another really cool game called Ragnarok, where you basically play the drums in a boat with the VR. It's amazing. There's a coffee barista one that is also super stressful, but it's also amazing, where you're serving coffee and food to people that come to your cafe, and you gotta be very quick. They're all amazing. Like, if you can afford to get like a VR set and maybe do the improvements, do it, because they're really cool. It is good exercise, actually. Like, my watch was always going crazy when I was playing Ragnarok, because you have to move. You have to move your arms and you have to move your body. And with pistol gun, you even have to crouch and stuff like that. So it is good exercise. I really dislike, what do you call, like when you go to, I'm forgetting everything this morning. You know, when you go to the Efteling and there's like the big attractions, I forgot their name, but I really dislike, roller coasters, thank you. But I really disliked it. I'm afraid of them, but there's a roller coaster game that is really cool, because it really gives you like the butterflies in your belly, but you're not in a roller coaster, so. But yeah, Marina, tell us, like, what did you play in the VR actually? But didn't they give you like a game to try it on or something? Or was it more like a video for you to see? Oh boy. So that was not the greatest experience maybe. Some games are better than others. Like the roller coaster game has like a little red dot. So that you don't get motion sickness. You can look at the red dots. But that's not very good if you get so much. You never been to the Efteling? Oh, the Efteling is so nice. You should definitely go to the Efteling. Well, what? Really? You got motion sickness from playing on a PlayStation? Like, not even, wait a second, but PlayStation VR? Or just regular PlayStation? Just normal playing, okay. Because some people got, like, they said that they got motion sickness from playing Sea of Thieves, which it makes sense to me, to be honest, just normal playing. But The Last of Us, really? But because wait, I played a little bit of The Last of Us. You don't play as first person, you play as like third person camera, let's say. Wow. Well, wait, can you read when you drive? No, when you drive, no. Nobody should be reading when they drive. Can you read when you're like riding on a car or a train or something? Imagine read when you drive. Wow, okay, that makes sense then. That you maybe you're just like more sensitive to that, to motion sickness. Wow. Yeah, I understand that, because the train is more like it's on the tracks. Even if it's fast, it's not as shaky as the bus or the car. Not texting. Wow. So yeah, so it doesn't surprise me. Because even like I don't usually have trouble with motion sickness at all, but there has been some games of VR that I thought, oh, I'm sorry, I'm getting a bit like, my belly is not feeling 100%, because sometimes you get a bit shaken. Yeah, other books are always like a good replacement, so you can read even if you're moving. Even if you can't read yourself like a print book, you can always read an audiobook. Oh no. Oh my god. Oh no. Well, at least the fishes had something to eat. But was it like a big boat, or was it just like regular trip, like in a smaller boat? Because boat is not something like riding a boat, driving. Riding a boat is not something you do as often as, like, you know, with a car or bus or train. So for you to find out that... Wow, damn. You must have a very sensitive ear then. Like the inside of the ear. Wow. So yeah, I'm not certain VR will be for you. Like, even though it is really cool, I think you would have to find like very specific games. Yoris also struggles sometimes with riding the car, especially because it can always be a bit, bouncy. Okay, enjoy your Sea of Thieves. I'm updating my journal now. And, but I'm here, of course. I'm updating my journal at the moment, so enjoy, and thank you for the lurk. People who don't know he's my boyfriend being like, wow, that's such a weird interaction. Well, I'm updating my days as well, and I just realized that I hadn't updated my days since Monday. So I already managed to update it until Wednesday. I'm doing now the last one, which is Tuesday. Thank God. I take a few pictures, and I usually, like, when I don't know what happened, I try to go back to my pictures and see what I did that day. I don't take a lot of pictures, but I usually have like 2 or 3 pictures of each day, my cats or whatever. So that helps remember what I did. Also, my days are very similar, especially on working days, so, That doesn't weird me out at all. This is actually very sweet. It's like you're just sharing the experience. Just like, I would love to organize like a reading retreat, to be honest. But I've been Googling a bit, and I actually lost the resources now that I think about it, because I had some resources on a Slack chat from Book Riot, but I lost access to it when I got fired, because of like, how do you go through organizing that with friends, for example, because not friends or people because you want to organize, like you want to choose the place, but then you have to take care of that everything gets paid, that if there's a cancellation you can cancel, so that the prices don't increase and you don't have a lot of like that you don't spend a lot of extra money on something. But I think it would be so nice to just have like a weekend retreat where people are just, we have breakfast together if you want, then we can just chill a bit and then read and write. Oh, that is really cute, actually. Like, do you also, like, when you journal, do you do a lot of like gluing stuff to the page and cutting little things and drawing little things in it? But yeah, I know what you mean. It's really nice to know that you're also journaling when I am also journaling. No, I don't, because all I do now is the 1 line a day. Like, I stopped journaling altogether except for the 1 line a day. But like I said, I often forget to take a note of it at the end of the day, so I have to keep up with it. And I think last year or something I tried to like keep receipts or cinema cards, whatever. But this journal isn't like the best. I have one, I think. I have one card. The only thing I have here in this journal that I kept was actually a ticket I went to Berlin last year, and there's the ticket we bought for one of the days in the metro. That's the only thing I have, but the ticket's very thin as well. I think if I kept a lot of stuff, they would start falling off. I don't know, maybe I should do that. If I have a ticket, or like you said, cinema ticket or everything, that I could keep it, but I don't keep anything usually. Oh, of course. It's curious because I buy it, like, I have a Cineville card, but when I go to the cinema, they still print the ticket for you. Or you go to the Cineville machine and you can print the ticket yourself. So you still get the tickets, which is nice. And I thought last year about keeping a sort of like frame with a glass, but it's like a deep frame where you can throw the cinema tickets in there. But then I didn't have the tickets for the entire year. It was a bit silly of me, but I didn't have the tickets for the entire year because I had already thrown away some tickets, and I thought, well, if I'm not keeping all the tickets, then I'm not doing this and I'm not keeping any. So I've just been throwing the tickets away. Every time I throw it away, I think, should I start it? But then it's like, no, because you don't have the other tickets. So unless you're doing like the whole thing of like, oh, these are my tickets since I started going again to the cinema, it's not worth keeping a track. And I know this is kind of silly, but I would kind of feel that it's like unfinished or unstarted in this way, and I end up and I really try to not get attached to things, because I used to be very attached to things and keep everything. when I lived with my parents. And then when I moved, especially when I moved to the Netherlands, I became a bit anxious and panicky about the things I owned and that I had to pack to move. So I started getting rid of a lot of stuff, and then so I try not to get attached to those things a lot, because every time I think about how much stuff I own, especially crafts, I kind of get overwhelmed. So, but I feel a bit sorry that I actually didn't keep the tickets from the beginning, or even like most of the ones from last year in this book. So maybe I should do that this year. By the way, I won't be able to, I said this on Threads, but I won't be able to do a stream tomorrow, co-working stream. I usually do it on Mondays. No, wait a minute. I will be able to do it tomorrow. Sorry, mistake. I will be able to do a co-working stream tomorrow, and I'm also going to be streaming Little Guardsman in the afternoon, so kind of after the stream I'll maybe take a break. But Tuesday I won't be able to do the stream because I have to work. I honestly think that actually journaling is maybe the best way to kind of keep things, because then they are in a notebook. They're not just spread into boxes. I used to keep a lot of like souvenirs in boxes and stuff. But journaling is a great way, I think, to keep those things. And as I said, I think now that you're saying that, I think even if I don't keep all of them, if I go to the cinema, and I will go to the cinema because I have to use my Cineville card, otherwise I'm paying for nothing, I do want to start keeping them in my diary. They don't take that much space either. And yeah, why not? And if I lose the ticket, it's fine. I kind of have to think like this. Have you finished journaling? Because I already updated my journal. Wait, there's something here. Oh yeah. So my journal is updated, and I'm gonna update my beanie, which is another type of journaling, but this one is a visual one. And this one I actually updated until Friday, so I don't have so much to update. Okay, I also finished the beanie. Let me see, I am... Like, I was trying to check something here actually with the streams, because for some reason on the Twitch app I don't get an update of when the ads show up. And I don't know why. As a matter of fact, that happens. But I think I might be able to use this, like my computer, just in the chat. So I'm kind of testing this out at the moment, so sorry if... No, the chat's just... where is the chat? I think the chat just left, so I'm not seeing the chat now. Shame. Yeah, I kind of can see the chat here though, but it's kind of small. So I'm not really... Yeah, no, it didn't specifically disappear for me. But I'm trying to use my Chromebook standing, because this also has like a tablet kind of thing. And some things showed up that basically they need to show up. The chat is too small. So I'm trying to see if I can basically what I wanted was the chat and the alerts. But the way that this is working, oh, I can put the chat a bit bigger. The only thing that happened, this is very handy. I can put like the chat a bit bigger, somehow. I hope I can do this tonight. But I cannot raid via here, as far as I know. Let me see what I can do. Okay, there's an activity feed here that I could basically use, I guess. But it's not... It doesn't really work very well. Yeah, this doesn't really work very well, and I have a feeling I'm kind of like messing up things more than I should. Let me see here. So I'm sorry if I'm not immediately responding to your messages. But yeah, I'm just testing this out. It's always complicated because it's always complicated to try and figure out Twitch, because I'm basically trying to see when the ads come in, so that I am prepared when they come in, to tell people, to warn people in the chat about it. But even like when I use the Twitch app rather than going to the Twitch website, let's say the ads it doesn't show me a warning about an incoming ad. And I know I have one every I have 3 every hour, because I disconnected the pre-rolls because I don't want people who come into my chat to have the ads straight away, even before they start watching me. But even then, for some reason the Twitch app, even though I have the ads set as an alert, it doesn't show up there. It only shows up when I'm open in my main page, let's see. And that's good, because in my main page, if I raid someone, when I raid someone, I go with the raid, but I can't raid because there is no command to raid. So yeah, I don't really know what to do about it. Unfortunately, there's nothing here in the stream manager that I can change to make that. So it is what it is. But I might just, use the chat that I'm using today, which is nicer because it's the one on the main page. And then when I need to raid, I'll just open... I just need to figure it out if I can, actually use the chat with my Chromebook in tablet mode, kinda. It's not really tablet. But I think I will be able to. I think I'll be able to extend it a bit. So yeah, I'm just testing things out a little bit. figuring out Twitch, figuring out OBS. It's been a lot of figuring out lately. But yeah, I think I can put it like this, and if I do, it will work. Ooh, the chat disappeared again. Yeah, I think I'm gonna use like the chat on my own video. No, like Marina, people who know Twitch very well gave me like hints of how to do it, but it doesn't seem to be working for me. And this is updated, like my thing is updated, so I don't know what's going on. But basically, if I have an ad incoming, I should, you know, get it, even on the app, but I'm not. But that's okay. I'll figure out something. I'll figure out something that will eventually work. I'll just be with y'all on the chat. And then, you know, I can see the ads incoming. And when, if necessary, I can go to the app and then rate people from the app. It should be fine. Speaking of which, yeah, I'm gonna have to find a way to do this. It's okay. I don't have to figure it out today. But thank you for letting me know how it's working. Also, if anyone has ideas of like commands that I can add to my bots, I have shout out at the moment. I have the ad alert. I think I also have one for lurking, like someone is lurking to thank them. But if anyone has like, oh, I use this and it's really good, let me know. Thank you, Marina. I actually have one very good. I'm gonna show you now. Just because I'm gonna be playing Little Nightmares at some point. So this is the one I made specifically to play Little Nightmares. So it was nice seeing that it works. Sorry, I just wanted to try this one as well. I think it's a nice one to use when there are people watching. Little Nightmares is, I guess, in some way a nightmare. It's a really good, like, I really like the vibe of the game, artwork of the game. I played a bit, and then I got to a point in which I was really, like, getting stuck. But I had to Google how to get out of rooms in that game. It's really tough. I think the first time I played it, one of the first things you come across is like a bed that you have to jump on to get through a window. And I couldn't figure it out to the point that I was actually getting angry about it because I couldn't figure it out. Then I read somewhere how to do it, and then the second time around it was happening the same. But then I managed, and then I got stuck somewhere else. And that's why, like, I really would love to play it because the vibe is so cool. Horror vibe, and like there isn't exactly a storyline from what I gather, but there are things that are happening in the game that you kind of realize, oh, this is what happened in this room. But it's also a tough game to play, and I think again I'm gonna need a lot of backseating, and I'm gonna need a lot of probably Googling even, and I don't know, you know, so I'm a bit afraid of playing the game and like half of my stream, like streaming it, and half my stream is me Googling things. But yeah, so I was thinking about starting with Inside because I already started Inside and I think it's a really good game. But then maybe after that I'll go forward into Little Nightmares. How far are you in the game actually, in Little Nightmares? Like how far did you get? No, don't worry about it. Of course, it's I mean, there's so much happening in that game as well. Like, to be honest, I'm playing it a second time and I don't even know how far ahead I was when I played the first time. But there are things that I even forgot from the first time I played it. For sure, Marina, thank you. I think I'm gonna make actually a warm shoko myself, and then I am going to start reading. Let me know when you start. Hi, I did get my Chocomel, which was actually Nesquik for my little coffee machine, which is pretty new for me. But I actually put it a little bit of coffee and made it a mocha because this Nesquik is very, very bland. I'm actually going to order from I'm gonna make an online order for to test out some chocolates that they have for this machine, for the Dolce Gusto. Oh my god, what did I say? Dolce Gusto. And they have like Mars chocolate and Maltesers and stuff, so I hope those are better. At least there are reviews, so I can kind of buy from the reviews. Because this one is available in shops, but the Nesquik one, but it's not very good. So I just gotta put an order in. And I also ran out of like latte and cappuccino and stuff, so I gotta put an order in for everything. But I still have my tea. But yeah, I did it. So I'm also going to get cozy, grab my chair, and start reading. Maybe do some snacking. Got my chips ready, my crisps ready. But I'll be, of course, here if anyone wants to chat a little bit. But it's gonna be mostly just chill music, and I hope you like this new playlist. But I will see you in a bit as well. Yeah, I think it's cool as well, and it's a little bit of a change from what we usually hear when we use the Lofi app. So I hope again that I don't get a ban. Well, not a ban, but like a strike from it. So enjoy your reading, and I'll see you all in a little bit. Thank you. Good morning, Kidfishes. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. I'm doing good. I'm also reading. I just started Ducks. So, yeah, I think it's gonna be productive in that area because, as I said, I need to get on with it because I have book club at the end of the month. And I'm just a few pages in, which, I mean, it's already 57 pages in the in the book. But I'm really enjoying it. I like the artwork and I really am enjoying the story, even if we're just at the very beginning. So thank you for popping by. I hope I think everybody here now is, well, not everybody, because not everybody is on the chat, but the people who are on the chat, everybody except Yuri is reading at the moment. So we're all reading together. Isn't that nice? It's like a silent reading session. Yeah, what are you reading? Sorry, I knew I wanted to ask something else and then with the conversation I forgot. Well, that's a door stopper, so it's gonna take a while to finish. I mean, I don't know how fast you read, but at the pace I've been reading since like half of last year. I also have that one on my to be read. I haven't started it yet, but it's really a chunky one. But I've read really good reviews about it, so I'm very excited about it. Are you enjoying it? So you already made quite a bit of progress, like if you're halfway through. But it's really glad that you're also liking it because I read a few horror stories and books, but I'm still I want to read more horror as a genre in literature. I really like it, and I'm very excited to start that one. So the fact that most people I know enjoyed it and you're enjoying it, I'm very excited about it. I don't know when I'll be able to start it, but I guess it's promising. Hi, the reading is actually going great. I'm almost halfway through, to be honest, which is really cool. I actually thought the book was more dense text-wise, but it's not super dense. It's quite an interesting story, though, so I'm really enjoying it, and I kind of want to see where it's going. So that's really good. So the reading is going really well, and again, I might make some of these reading sessions more than co-working as well on Sundays, because I think they're really cool. I'm just sitting here on my chair with a blanket and a little poof for my feet, so I'm really cozying up. I have my microphone, I have the chat with me, so I can see who's sending a message, but it's been really cool, and I'm doing a lot of progress. I've been finding it hard to read lately, with streaming, with gaming, with my phone. So any reason to kind of like read with others and kind of hold myself accountable and have some background music and some virtual company and body doubling is a good reason to do it. So I'm really enjoying this one, and I was a bit afraid I wasn't going to be able to finish before the 25th of February, but honestly, at the pace that it is going, I think I'm gonna be fine. I'm definitely going to be fine. Good morning, Isian. Hello. Oh, and Marina, enjoy your toast. What is it gonna be? Like, what you're gonna make as toast? Thank you, Isian, for stopping by, and thank you for lurking. And good luck with your tasks. I still don't know how to put the tasks in the chat. It's a bit confusing. Even with a bot, I don't really know how to do it. But good luck with your tasks. I'm gonna be chatting a little bit sometimes. Hope that's not too annoying when you're doing your things. Oh, so you're just having a toast with butter. That's just regular toast. You said toast and I thought you were going to make a toasty or something. Because to be fair, it's already 1 in the afternoon. I didn't even realize that it was later. So it's already lunchtime. I haven't had lunch yet because I'm not very hungry because I was snacking on some crisps. So, oh, sorry about the noise. But yeah, I was snacking a bit, so I'm gonna wait a little bit before I actually have lunch. But enjoy it. Hey, Ashleen. I'm mixing up the H in hey and Ashleen in your name. Hey, Ashleen, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. I wanted to send a command, but I forgot which command is what. Wait. Sorry, I'm still testing out the commands. I kind of forget them. I think this is the one that I wanted to send. Yeah, that's the one. How are you doing, Ashleen? Hope you're doing fine today. What are you going to be doing today? Like, what would you need to get going? Or reading, actually. Like at least 3 people in the chat are reading a book. I'm definitely reading a book and really enjoying it, so it's been great. So you're getting ready for your stream. Really good. Oh, so you're gonna you want to like do your about section on Twitch. So you kind of want to like spice things up there. Just put a few more photos and stuff like that. That's really cool. What are you going to be streaming today? Are you going to be doing Lego? Is it going to be racing? Just chatting? What you going to be streaming? See you in a bit, Marina. Enjoy your toast. I don't know how the weather is there where you live, Ashleen, but here I wanted to do like a video of an unboxing of my new keyboard, and the light is so bad. It's so gray that I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it today. I'll need at least a tiny little bit of like a brighter day, because this is not gonna cut it for what I want to do for the unboxing. Which colors are you going to paint them? Yeah, paint them. I think you say it like that. You're gonna paint your nails with. You already chose, or are you going to choose? Oh, I'm sorry. That's what you were replying to. That you're not sure. I apologize. Got lost in the chat. Also, you actually, we were talking yesterday on Threads. You have a stream deck yourself, right? An actual stream deck, like the actual machine, let's say. That's because you were asking yesterday about that little thing that I showed, like the touch portal, and then you said it would be nice to have it when you do racing, for example, because then of course you're not at the desk. You have a stream deck. Do you like it? Like, what do you use it for? Do you find it interesting? Because I mean, a stream deck seems interesting to me. I don't know all of the possibilities of it, but it's also so expensive. And I basically got Touch Portal as a replacement for that, because Touch Portal is either free or you can pay 15 euros one time and get basically a stream deck. And I have an iPad, a very old iPad that I barely use because it's so old. So a lot of the apps don't work there, including Twitch. The Twitch app doesn't work there at all because Twitch needs like iOS 14 and mine is like 12, and it can't update any more than that, further than that. But luckily it works with touchpad. So basically now I'm using my iPad as a stream deck, and at the moment I have 8 buttons, which is kind of good for what I need, because I have these sessions, so I can kind of switch between starting soon, taking a break, and playing. And I have for my regular gameplay. But for example, I also have a gameplay for the Switch, which is different from the regular gameplay because of the sound, and it would be nice to have the extra buttons for the Switch, actually. So I'm considering paying the 15 euros for the whole stream deck. And especially because you can put the buttons as you like. It looks so freaking cute, even though it's just an iPad. And before that, I actually used the Elgato. They have a stream deck as well, like an online thing. But the Elgato only offers you 6 buttons, and Touch Portal offers you 8. And I don't know if you can like change the way that the Elgato stream deck looks as nicely as the touchpad. And it was pretty easy to set up as well. So I need to take a little break, just a small, short little break, 5 minutes to get some things. I'll be in the chat, but I won't be in the voice chat, so I'll be right back. I really, really need to fix my. First of all, I forgot to mute myself, but second of all, I really, really need to change my chat on my session break. I didn't realize that the chat was so out of the box. Thank you so much, Ashleen. I'll add you on IG so I can get the video just to check it out. I'm always interested in how people use certain things. Also, I don't know if you heard this meow, but Devi is here, Coco is here, all the cats are here today. Right, Debbie? Yes. Hi, Marina, welcome back. I think you're gonna be happy to know that all of the cats, which means 2 of my cats, are here with me right now, which is funny because one of the cats is afraid of the other, but they're both just here hanging out. One of them is actually on top of my blanket. And it's really nice when I get them here together like this, because they don't usually do that. And they are the sweetest. Very cute. Well, mine also stink the house up sometimes, don't they? Yeah, they do. But they're also really cute. And they're here together now, but they don't really get along, you know, so they have those episodes where Debbie is very afraid of Coco, but then they kind of like chase each other. Well, actually it's always Coco chasing Debbie. And then sometimes it's just kind of, they're not friends, but they get along and tolerate each other. So it's really funny to see. So when they are both in the vicinity of each other, it's really nice. That's what just happened right now. Yeah, we got Coco. I told this story before. We got Coco basically because she was going to be brought into like an asylum. I always forget this word in English. Oh my god. So basically, her owner died a while ago. I think she was 1 year with someone from the family, but they didn't want to keep her, so they were going to bring her to an asylum. But yeah, she's like 12 years old at the time. And we were thinking about getting a second cat. And then they basically posted one announcement, well, does someone want to adopt Coco? And we kind of thought about it, but then we thought, oh, but you know, maybe not. But then they announced again, well, we're going to take Coco to the asylum if nobody adopts her. And we were like, well, she's 12 years old. Like, if she goes to the asylum, maybe she won't get picked up. Maybe she'll die there. I mean, I don't know. So we just decided to take her in. But of course, Debbie was the same age at the time. Both of them are the same age. They're 13 years old now. Which also means that Coco can't get a insurance anymore because they only insure cats up until 11 years old. Another reason why she would probably just stay in the asylum for so long. And in the beginning, we actually had to separate them. One had to be in one room, the other in the other, and with the door closed in between, especially when we went out, because they had a bit of a rough introduction, and Coco just really didn't like Debbie, and Debbie is very scared of everything. So she was super scared of Coco. But slowly, and especially with brushing them, because Debbie is crazy about brushing to the point that sometimes she forgot that Coco was there. And Coco really likes it as well. So they start getting kind of closer than usual. And then now, as I said, they're not friends yet, but they tolerate each other. It's been like a little bit over a year since we had Coco, since they've been together. And yeah, in 1 year they'll probably be friends, you know. It just takes time, but it's worth it. Oh, so cool, you also have a pet called Coco. That's really sweet. Yeah, they named her Coco. Debbie actually was my boyfriend. We picked Debbie up at the asylum. We were not yet together. And Debbie was called Angel. But Joris didn't really like the name. So He changed the name to Debbie, and then Coco came with the name, and we thought, well, it's a nice name. I mean, it's okay. It's a cute name, so she can keep it. But using the bags is actually clever, to be honest. Like, we're too lazy sometimes. We have like those little shovels, but sometimes we're too lazy, so we have to change the litter more often. But yeah, using the bags seems actually functional. I don't know if I know the bunny in Animal Crossing, but then again, I played Animal Crossing obsessively for like a few weeks, and then I kind of stopped. So I didn't know everybody. Do I know Coco? I don't know. I keep forgetting actually the villagers' names, except for Pashmina, because I love Pashmina. But yeah, I keep forgetting their names. Cool. Let me Google Coco Animal Crossing. See what it looks like. Because I don't know this, but oh, okay. I see what you mean with the non-existent eyes. still cute though. Coco, now I'm talking to the cat. Stop eating Debbie's food. They have different types of food that they can eat. Yeah, now she's complaining. Coco has to eat diet food and Debbie has to eat urinary care food because Coco apparently has too much weight and Debbie has problems with her kidneys. But for some reason, they love each other's food more than they love their own. So it's a struggle to us because we used to just free feed them so they could eat whenever. Especially because Debbie, she also has hypothyroidism, so she has a tendency to lose weight already, even though she's on medication. But sometimes she kind of forgets to eat. So we gotta, make sure that she eats. But now we kind of have to feed them at certain hours or to try to feed them at specific hours because if we leave the food on the floor, Coco's gonna eat Debbie's food and Debbie's gonna eat Coco's food, and that's not good. And it's just like so curious to see exactly, we always love what we can't have, because it is the truth. Because I think Debbie likes the salt in Coco's food and Coco loves the fat in Debbie's food. And they just keep doing that, and we're always like, Coco, stop eating Debbie's food. Debbie, stop eating Coco's food. But yeah, we gotta always pay attention. But sometimes you kind of forget about it. Oh, here's Debbie as well. Hi Debbie, welcome back. Another curious thing that happens with them is that Coco really likes approaching Debbie, come and smell her or, just approaching her, and Debbie is terrified of Coco, so immediately when she sees Coco coming close, she's hissing and meowing at Coco, leave me alone. And Coco just kind of looks at her what happened? I just came here to see you and I'm not doing anything. But it makes sense that Debbie is afraid because, again, she's a very fearful cat of everything. And Coco is known for chasing her, which I think it's a playful kind of chase most of the time. But Debbie obviously sees that as an attack. So they were just super close now, and Debbie was just hissing, get away from me. Yeah, I also think like one episode that happened when Coco came here is that basically after a few days we let Debbie in the room so that they could see each other. They had smelled each other, they knew that someone was there, so we just let Debbie in. But then Debbie walked towards the sofa without realizing Coco was there, and Coco was in Joris's lap, and she looked up and she saw Coco. She got scared because she kind of walked in and thought there was no one there, no cat, no nothing, just us. And she looks up, she sees Coco, she hisses. Coco takes it very personally as an attack and chases Debbie. And that's when things really went down the drain. So yeah. So now we gotta rebuild, not rebuild, but we gotta build some trust. Yeah, especially like they're two girls, so yeah, with older cats I think it would kind of be a bit of a process anyway. And as I said, like the process has been a lot more positive than we even expected it to be, because they are already tolerating each other. Like when we go out, for months now already, we don't need to close the doors anymore in between them. We don't need to keep them separate, which helps because Coco can open doors. So it happened a few times that we got home and the door was open. And they were just, apologize, they were just chilling next to each other. Not next to each other, but in the same room. To the point that we even made the joke that like, wow, they get along. They just pretend they don't like in our presence to keep the farce, but they already get along. But no, like it's now we don't need to close the door when we go to bed. We can let them roam the house as they want and as they wish. So there isn't like one space that belongs to one and one space that belongs to the other, because that also didn't help with Coco's territorial ways, because then basically we had to have Coco sleeping with us and Debbie downstairs, because Coco spent so much time downstairs that she saw that as her place, because when she came here that's where she started. The living room was her place. So yeah, we already kind of knew that would be a possibility. And other people also say the same. Listen, it's normal with older cats, they just don't immediately get along. But as I said, we're very, very happy with the progress, and we hope like in a year they get a little bit better than what they do now. But even like now, they can live together, we can have them together, so it's perfectly fine. They don't always not really chasing each other. And Coco she never really hit Debbie in a way that really hurt her or anything. She did hit Debbie twice. But when they're alone, nothing ever seems to happen. So it's fine. And now she also stopped, like most of the times she chases Debbie, she doesn't do it like wholeheartedly. She kind of goes after her and then stops. So that's why I think it's more in a playful way. But yeah, like the way they get along now, it's fine. Yeah, but that's the thing. A lot of cats that live together have arguments, but you don't really have to worry because you know they're not gonna hurt each other like in a significant way. It's more like, you know, kind of having a fight. But then they cuddle, they get together. And our cats, they don't really spend time cuddling or together, for example, in the sofa. Coco is very curious about Debbie, but they don't have that. So that's why sometimes when Coco chases Debbie, we're still a bit worried and making sure she's not hurting Debbie. But yeah, but again, we go out, we spend, you know, the whole day out, and they are together in the living room, and there's never like a trace that we thought something happened here. Usually they're very relaxed in the same room when we come back. So that's why, as I said before, that we make the joke about they're just throwing parties when we're not there together and conspiring against us. They're definitely having parties. I think I am going to go back to reading a bit. Like today I decided to do these sessions without an actual 30 minutes work, let's say 35 minutes time like I do usually during the week to finish tasks. But so I kind of wanted it to be open, and I wanted to be open to chatting. And I will be chatting as well, but I think I'm going to go read a little bit. And I can chat with y'all also on the chat while I'm reading, because as I said, it's not something that I really need to, that I can't just stop and then go back to it and know what's happening. Because I have even like the artwork and the drawings to kind of help me with the story. So I'm going to do another reading session. So if you hear me in the chat instead of like talking, that's why. 8:30 p.m.